structures. And in this government, the president not only gave a chance to the political parties, but then allowed even ethnic communities that had not had space in previous government and in this government when it was initially elected to get their representatives within government. I need to, make the disclaimer that I speak as I'm a Luo, but I am defending this government because, one, I see for the first time the members of my community having space within the higher echelons in government and in various levels of government, which we have never had. We have sectors in this country that over years have simply been controlled by ethnic communities in which the presidency came from. And when I mention Mount Kenya, I am not mentioning because of ethnic hate. I am mentioning it because there is evidence to that effect. My call on Kenyans, that the philosophy of broad-based government, the philosophy of the government having space for all of us, is something that we all need to support because it gives us, all of us, an opportunity to be part of this government. And if there is one thing that the president will be remembered for, it will be that. But allow me, Dibal, to weigh in on what you raised about the Goonism, if you allow me.
Okay, sure.
And I want to say that, we as a country, we must realize that we are over 50 million Kenyans. We have only 110,000 policemen across the country. And therefore, police will not be everywhere. And therefore, we must take responsibility for what is happening in our rallies and what is happening in our streets. We cannot cause chaos in our streets and then we blame the government and we blame the police. For instance, if you look at the violence that happened in Kakamega, it was, very coincidental that both in Kitengela and Kakamega, the tear gas was not thrown from outside the venue. It blew up from within the venue, and it blows up. It goes off, especially when one particular speaker, that is Edwin Sifuna, starts speaking, and he conveniently then urges people to not to run away. Clearly not shaken. That is why the narrative that the organizers of the rallies may know the source and the reason for this tear gas is something that is credible and something that they need to debunk.
So are you
the other thing?
So you in a way saying it was stage managed?
That is exactly what I'm saying. that the tear gas issue in Kitengela and in Kakamega was stage managed. The other thing is that one of the organizers...
With the death of Vincent Oyo.
Let me proceed.
I'm just asking critical questions.
And that's what I'm proceeding.
There's one person who has died.
It was quite unfortunate.
Yeah,
not
from the
one
whole
person, two people have died.
Yeah.
Two people have died. The Kitengela incident, we are waiting for the investigators to give us the report. But from what I've seen from the clips, is that the clip that I've seen of the confrontation between police and under the attendance of the meeting is where certain youth are throwing, rocks at a police van.
You can talk about that in isolation, yes. But
allow me, Dibal, to prosecute this. I keep telling people that every big meeting, there would definitely be a reason why police would have a van near that place. And so if a tear gas went off inside the rally, and then a group decide to throw stones at the police, I keep telling, especially leaders, let us tell young people the truth. When police are pelted with stones, when they feel that their life is threatened, when properties, there is fear of damage of property or threat to life, police may use arms, and they could even use lethal force. And so we should not encourage our young people that they can throw, rocks at the police and then they will go home, safe. That is my view. In the Kakamega incident, the DCI released a report yesterday that the young man who died, unfortunately, was mobilized by one of the organizers of the rally. And indeed, if you go to the social media, one of the organizers, that is Babu Wino, actually says that that was his supporter. Then it is said that that young man was engaged in a scuffle in which he stabbed somebody else. And so the question is, why should our supporters come to rallies carrying arms? Why should they be carrying knives? Why should they be carrying rocks? Why should they, be threatening lives of other people who are attending rallies or people who were going about their businesses? My point is that we will have to change our behavior as politicians and reduce the incidences of violence. And I am hoping that the police will investigate these incidences and take actions. But if we do not take actions as politicians, if we do not take actions as leaders, if we do not demobilize our people from violence, then we are faced with a situation in which we might have a violent election.
So let me ask you.
Yes.
We have a knife, as you allude to, that was found with that particular rally and threatening the life of another.